He's now a regular attendee at our weekly meetings. And basically we talk about prepping and being prepared for whether it be natural disasters or whatever. We did some classes on Faraday cages. We did some classes on our sort of get-home bags that we keep in our vehicles all the time. Why is that important? What's important to have in there? And again, we want to put out the invitation to anybody else who's interested in attending any of these classes and demonstrations to go ahead and reach out to me on Facebook. I'm on the Facebook page. We've got a private Facebook page that we use for announcements. But again, one of the biggest things about being prepared is communications, and I thought it was probably a good thing to get in touch with a lot of GMRS users and North Georgia GMRS Network, because they've already taken the step to be prepared by having alternate means of communications. I thought that was important. I think without communications, you have no preparedness. So that's just part of it. Yes, sir.
What's your tax on?
Atlanta 434. So again, it's important, I think, to have communications and also, be prepared for emergencies. That's probably the biggest thing. And again, inviting anybody who wants to join us. We're doing meetings at least once a week. That changes from time to time, location, timing. We may skip a week here and there. We also do camp house and overnights to do sort of disaster preparedness and or survival training, everything from water purification to lighting fires and that kind of stuff. Yes, sir.
I'm sure everyone's got probably one of these right here. During a natural disaster, a lot, especially for military people, when cell towers, those might be affected and go down, the best thing to do until after a hurricane or a bad storm, turn off your cell phone and wait until after the storm before turning it back on so you can get a signal. Otherwise, your battery will run down completely until it finds a tower. This will save your life by just turning it off and then testing it until they can get a temporary tower back up. Stop it.
Thank you, William. That's a good point. So yeah, there's lots of things that we talk about. Those being, some of them. But again, invitation is open to anybody who's interested in being part of our organization or our little group and learning about disaster preparedness and also helping out the community. We call ourselves the FOCO Pride Support Team for a reason, because we support our community. We do fundraisers and stuff like that for local people. And if anybody's in need, we've had a local mother who was trying to get her place moved. We gathered up our team and got together with another team of another charity team and got her stuff moved out into storage unit, and absolutely no charge. We do this because it's the right thing to do. So anyway, I'm gonna give it over to Dave and let him take over. Appreciate you, sir.
I don't even know if I need that.
You may not, but I'm going to let you have it anyway.
Alright, I don't think I need this. She may. My name is David. This is my wife Lisa and son Seth. I'm at line 721, 722, 723. We've been doing food preservation for going on a decade now. And we've done it in every way possible you can think of. One of the things was when we got into this group about a year ago, actually it was a year ago, February of last year, was emergency communication, just because of the craziness going on. Extra line communication, and then we met with Ron and them about the other aspects of preparing, survival, and things like that. But for reasons for food preparation could be anything. Inflation, job loss, helping those in need, And it's also fun. I mean, if you have a coworker that loses their job, you can help them out with food. That way they don't have to take their only money they have. And that's something they don't have to worry about. He doesn't have to, or that family doesn't have to worry about feeding their kids. You know, here's your food, here's your food. So your SHTF situation may not be apocalyptic. It may be your neighbor lost their job. Or your mom's at home on fixed income and you can give them something to take care of.
It also extends the shelf life. Extends the shelf life.
You know, with recent events going on,
Prices.
pandemic, you go to the grocery store, some shelves are empty, you can't find it. So if you like it, put it back. Make sure you buy things that you do like. Don't buy things because it's on sale. It's common sense, but hey, common sense is not common. But if you would like to, go that.
Well, there's different ways to preserve your food. Obviously, canning. There's two types of canners over there. That old and busted one, and then we got the old and busted. But there's water bath, and then there's pressure canning. I don't have a water bath canner here today, but you can do it in a big pot, with a rack in the bottom, as long as the jars don't touch the bottom of the pot. I don't have my dehydrator here either, but everybody knows what a dehydrator is. That's another way to preserve the food. All that does is remove all of the moisture out of the food. The only problem is it shrinks it up and it makes it look really ugly. But that's why we just recently purchased a freeze dryer, and save up, those things are really expensive. But those, basically it freezes it to about 40 degrees below zero. And then what it does is, that's when it starts taking the moisture out, but it's pressurized in the machine, so the food retains its color and shape, it doesn't shrink, and it actually enhances the flavor. I've got some strawberries and bananas here if anybody wants to sample them. They're awesome.
And it extends the shelf life.
Well, that also.
Put them in a Mylar bag, put an O2 absorber in there. They'll last, depending upon your storage conditions, that anywhere from 10 to 25 years. You're more or less, if you've ever went to a sporting goods store, found like the Mountain House packaged food for backpacking, you're making your own doing that. Good part about it is you know exactly what's in there. Instead of it being so high in sodium, the way a lot of these other places do, that you can keep control of the ingredients and do that. So that's the best part about that.
And as far as the canning goes, oh really, let's look at this. The difference between this right here and a jar of beef, or this is beef stew, this is just an example. The difference between that and something that you put in the jar, you can see what's in the jar. And you can see it now? Okay. This is a jar of beef, which you can't see what's in there. But you can see what's in here, you know what you put in there, you control the ingredients. All that's in there is beef and salt. That's it.
Now, we're only talking about
A half a teaspoon of salt.
half a teaspoon. So, and this is 40% sodium.
That's 40% sodium.
But you
And that's for one serving. One serving of that is 1 cup. So you're in 40%, almost half of your daily allotted diet of salt in 1 cup. That's much healthier.
And depending on how you store these things, they can last 25 years. As long as you keep them in a cool, dark place, and ambient temperature, keep the temperature regulated. Basically, pantry, what have you, it will store for a long time, and you can't eat it. If it comes in a metal can, you can put it in the glass jar.
In the grocery store, you can do it.
And we've been doing this for years, and our oldest thing is from, I believe, 2009. Our oldest jars contain, or in 2009, I believe those are just some vegetables that we can. But that just goes to show that no matter how many years have passed, we can still open that up and it'll be fine. This jar of beef right here, this is from 2018. Right now, if we were to open it up, it'd be like we just jarred it. Years can go by, this will still be on the shelf. Those cans, they'll still be on the shelf, but I'd rather try to open this up than try and open that up and eat it.
It's good. The canner is, people's been canning food here. Food preservation, it's a way of life. It's not so much of a doomsday prepper thing, which ruined it for a lot of people. That TV show did. If you don't prepare, back in the day, 1800s, if you didn't have food to start, if you didn't cut firewood, you froze it. So it's not a new thing, a new concept. It just gets back to the way it used to be, being prepared. So it's not some doomsday thing, or we're waiting on the mushroom clouds and rushing the parachute in. No, just put some food back.
Teaching a lost art.
Exactly, it's teaching a lost art, and besides, when the feces hits the mercury oscillator, you don't want to live on rice and beans.
Well, going back to Katrina, the government will not always be there to help. They're blocking what they thought the government was going to swoop in and save them. Well, they did. 4 weeks later.
Prices are
So
probably.
you got to be able to take care of yourself. What we've got is we've got
All
some
the
flyers
signs
over
are there,
here.
but you got
Just
some
some
kids that don't even pay
things
attention.
we can show you. We can hand them out. It's got a rundown of how to do some things, freeze dryer scanners, things like this. It's also got a link to a Mason blog.
And information is on the bottom right hand of the second page.
So it'll have all that information there, numbers there too, if you have any questions. You just give us a call.
Just text, if you use the telephone number, the cell phone number, just text before you call so that I can plug you into the phone, because my phone will not accept unknown calls.
Yeah,
Telemarketer.
it gets thin hard because if you're still good at it's names and knock it off and drag it out. It's like the mace that you have the chicken.
Thank you for everyone's attention.
And a lot of also things is your creativity is also the biggest thing that plays into it. Because you can do many different things. We've got canned beef, we've got vegetables. With the dehydrator, we've canned turkey, made our own turkey with the dehydrator. So the only limitation for a lot of food preservation is just your imagination. Because even on our blog, we actually just did a thing where, with our freeze dryer, yes, doing a lot of the unorthodox ideas, kind of. Well,
It was a Willet freeze dry on the blog. What was the first one?
well, we did ice cream, so that was our normal thing. And then we thought about some candy, you know, like Jolly Ranchers, gumballs, Laffy Taffies. But then there's the other things that people don't think about. Toothpaste.
We tried it. Social media.
It did not work, but it is the thought that counts.
Probably get what, about 100 pounds of dehydrated down to about, maybe 10 pounds?
Yeah.
Once it's dehydrated.
Yeah, especially since whenever you put it up, you marinate it, give it all the time that you dehydrate it, make it from beef jerky. A lot simpler and a lot easier. You get a lot more than you can store bought. Because you know exactly what you're doing. You can
My
flavor
boss is a
however you
prepper
want
too.
it. It's not, you know, just this small handful you
And
get
then we're trying to do stuff
an
like
expensive amount.
each one of us has different things, like you have to
Right in commission. Come on,
get together to see what we didn't have.
but it makes it worth the effort. But it's just not 2 cents.
Because a lot of us don't have big houses, so you gotta have somewhere else you can go and say, hey, I trade something, I trade you this for that.
Yeah, it's community.
And you never run out.